do have a slide deck to put together. We can I can run through the slide deck first of all, or you can do Q&A. It's completely up to you. The slide deck might make you think of a few things to put on.
Yeah, I'm kind of voting for slide deck initially.
Okay. Right,
Yeah, me too.
Oh, just fix my hair. It's terrible.
Can I make you co-host so that if anyone else is coming in, you can help them whilst I'm working on this?
Sorry, did you say me? Yeah.
Thank you. It's just it means if anyone's coming in or waiting, I haven't got to mess about with it. You can do it and we're good to go, and I can just concentrate on what we're doing. I'm going to give an hour of my time today, guys. I know we normally try to keep this 40 to 45 minutes, but I'm going to give you an hour. If it takes an hour and a half, it takes an hour and a half. I don't mind how long this takes me. I want this done right for you, okay? So even if we have to repeat ourselves because someone doesn't understand, let's do that. Let's make sure that we walk away tonight fully armed, and that everyone on this call can power up and deliver what they want to deliver, because you came here to build a business, not to mess about.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get pen and pad.
Okay, have you got
You recording it, right? Is it being recorded, isn't it?
It is indeed, my lovely, but you do it your way, okay, and we will get this done. I know we'll get this done. So I'm going to go to the screen.
I just can't walk to go and get my pen again.
It's fine. Excuse the way that I've got this. I need to get this. I've not even screen shared with you yet, have I? Even better. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Lovely to see you, my darling.
Your nails done?
Hello.
Now, I listened to what Layla said to me. Do you notice you didn't have to unmute yourself today?
Yeah.
That's why I listened. It makes sense to listen. If not, we're not going to get anywhere, are we? Right, so obviously this is about what should I say? And we all feel this. No matter how much of a professional you are, you will feel this at times. Everybody does. It's what human beings do. Excuse me one second. I just need to stop my dog from making some funny noises. She's licking her paws where she's got allergies. She's going for her paws, and it's the start of her ear going, so I'm just trying to calm her down a bit. So, what should I say? And this is what this is going to be about, and that's what I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you what comes out of me. I'm not saying I'm the best networker in the world. I'm not saying I've got all the answers to everything. But what I am saying is that in the UK, I've got the biggest front line. So I must be doing something right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I must say.
Yeah.
You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And unfortunately, we have been programmed to believe that what comes out of our mouth is not worthy. Everybody gets programmed like that, because look at the schooling system we go through. We're taught not to be confident. You walk into networking, we teach you to be confident, how to compose yourself and how to deliver what is within you. Because you chose this business because it aligns with you. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that you know at all times that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Now I want you to think about this. Think of the most attractive person that you've ever met. And think about this. At some point, they have had raging diarrhea.
And repeat that. I didn't hear that.
Of the most attractive person you know, and even that person at some point has had raging diarrhea.
I think you spelled diarrhea wrong, Sam, but I don't mind about that because I can't spell it either.
I didn't spell it. I copied this off the internet, so there you go.
I'm sure there's supposed to be an O in there somewhere.
Oh,
Are we talking verbal diarrhea now or all the physical sort?
Both, believe me, both. But this is what I mean. No one is better than you, so you need to remove that. It's no different when I stand up on stage and I talk, and I've stood up in front of thousands, and I've had to stand there thinking that they're all naked so I can talk. It's no different. It's the same thing, but just a bit differently said.
Yeah, I've always said, sorry, in my, obviously when I had the cleaning company, we used to have clients who were absolutely piss poor and clients who were really rich. And I always used to say to the staff, at the end of the day, you treat them the same, because at the end of the day, we all bleed piss and shit the same, whether they've got grand in the bank or whether they're on their arse. You know, nobody's any better.
No.
This is exactly what you guys need to think of when you're networking, is to take the prejudgment away from it. Because what happens is it's not just about not knowing what to say, it's the mindset. It's always the mindset. And this is why I always hang on about the mindset whenever you guys come near me. If your mindset isn't right and you think they're better than you, you won't even communicate with them. So what's the point in knowing everything?
That's true.
I trade with honesty, and at times too much. I trade with honesty. When I speak to people and I'm networking with people, I show them that I am honest and I'm vulnerable. I show them that I'm real. How can they work with someone that doesn't show who they are? So I show that I'm vulnerable deliberately. You see me spinning, you see sweat falling down my face, and I'm talking to people stinking and sweating. That's vulnerability. That's honesty. That's likability. So when you're replying with your answers, be vulnerable. And what you want to do as well is, rather than the blah, 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 get to the point. Get to the point. Amanda, no, this is not at you.
No, not at all.
Don't do the blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Do a little bit of blah, blah, blah. I always say, yeah, keep it simple. Don't go around the houses with them. If they're doing blah, 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 what you want to do is this. You want to support them. Listen to what they've got to say. Support them. Resonate with them. Yes, I used to feel like that. Yes, I used to be like that. Put the pivot in and then give the solution. And the pivot is the change, if you don't know. So when you're talking to them, support them. If they feel supported by you, they're going to listen to you. And then they're going to be the situation if you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. These are your little tricks as you are talking to them. And one of the most important things when you're starting, have notes of what you want to say around you. Because when you're having those conversations and they're going, if you've got little notes, one sentence lines of what you want to say to them, you can put that sentence back in as you're talking to them to bring them back to where you want them to go, rather than all the blah, 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 blah. Because the blah, blah, blah is driving you guys crazy. You want people to join. You don't want to hear blah, blah, blah all day long. So if you've got little notes around you, you're going to remember what you want to say, rather than going down the path that they want to take you. And then you can put that back into the conversation and lead it how you want it to go. Now, this is one of my bugbears. If you don't write your list out, you haven't got a clue what you're doing. You haven't got a clue to start, how to end, how to middle it. You haven't got a clue. You can't track it. You can't look at what you're doing. You can't even analyse how well you've done, because you've not wrote your list out. And I know Christine is smiling at me right now, thinking, yeah, she talks about that all the time.
Yeah.
But you can't do this unless you've got your list. You really can't. Be honest. Be honest. Have you written your list out?
Yes, I did.
Amanda, have you written your list out?
I've got a good list. Yeah, it's not long enough yet, though.
Oh, my one either. Not my one either.
Have you got 120 people on a list?
No.
No.
That's what you need.
A lot of my contacts are ex-contacts of the company, so they're not appropriate to contact regarding this. They're not friends or real even acquaintances. They're just numbers in my phone.
Well, they're not your contacts then, are they?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't got 120 contacts that I could approach, you know, in this sort of vein.
Start with what you got and put more contacts on. Because you have got, right, how many people have you got on your LinkedIn profile?
Probably about 300 or something.
Right, that's more than 120 in it.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Problem solved.
Yeah, probably only about two handfuls of them I actually know.
Doesn't matter. Kevin, how many people in your business did you know before they came on?
1.
How many people you got in your team?
Well, not just my personals.
Not all
Everybody.
of it. How many you got in your team?
About 36.
You knew one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Next excuse.
it's possible.
Remove the excuses, Amanda, because they are going to stop you moving forward. It's an excuse. And I'm being bluntly, darling. I am saying it.
But it's not that. It's just I thought it'd be easier to go through the ones that I actually kind of know first, that are kind of half warm, and approach them, and then work my way onto the ones that are more cold contacts.
Believe it or not, your cold contacts will be more inclined to listen to you than the people that know you. And the reason for it is people that know you have seen you pissed.
And try and start adding to your LinkedIn list now. Don't wait until you run down.
Yeah.
I've added 60 people on LinkedIn in the last 10 days.
Yeah, I have people all the time on LinkedIn. I just don't do enough with it. I don't post enough or anything on it.
What I'd like to do, Kevin, if it's okay with you, is I'd like to organise a Zoom call with me, you and Amanda, so that we can go through that and we can get going on LinkedIn with her, because I need to move her that way. She wants to come off Facebook for obvious reasons. There's a few of us that are feeling that way. So there's your list, Mandy, there's your list.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, I'd like to organise that tomorrow if we can.
What to do
Can
tomorrow?
I join?
Yes, anyone can join. Yeah, and if Kevin's got time, sorry, Kevin, it's rude of me to assume that you have time with the Zooms that you've got linked, already organised. But if you have time tomorrow, let's move this one.
Well, tomorrow I'm out for the morning, but I've got a Zoom I'm in USA at 6 o'clock. But other than that, I'll get home about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I'll be free then between 3 and 6, and then after 7.
Yeah.
Organized.
Good.
Okay, right. We'll get a time organised. Right, I want you to be really confident in what you've got. So I've gone on the RCI website. All of the dream vacations that we've got, the getaways, which are the weeks away that we can take anywhere in the world, they are through the RCI contract. So this is what's been happening with the RCI members during COVID. They've been having to cancel where they're going, and they've been able to change their holiday to next year with no stress at all. No stress. It was stress-free. I've been trying to get hold of the airline for the last few months and I can't get hold of them. Whereas RCI was very stress-free. Thank you. We can do this and show people how we can take the stress out of this, where they can use their credit card for their flights and that they can book through us stress-free.
Yeah.
So be confident with that. Make them know that they're safe. Because that's a really big thing with people at the moment, the safety aspects. Let them know that they're safe and that all the social distancing is being organised in the pool areas so that they're able to use the amenities comfortably with no fear. It's a big thing at the moment. I don't know if anybody listened to what I put into the group earlier. Yeah, it can give you some tips, and that's why I've checked the safety bit on here.
Really good.
So be confident. We are in constant contact with our affiliate resorts regarding their heightened efforts to keep accommodation communal areas safe. Many now hold local authority endorsements for COVID-19 compliant operations and have their own rules in place to safeguard guests whilst remaining as fully operational as they safely can be. Read the latest TripAdvisor reviews from the resorts you like for first-hand recent guest experiences and photos. RCI are doing everything they can to ensure there is no fear. So we've got the choice of, with the fear, we forget everything and run, or we face everything and we rise. It's our choice. It's our choice to rise in the travel industry. So the only question I've got for you is, how bad do you want it? Let's find out how bad you want it and ask me what you've got written down. Because I'm going to know how bad you want it for the questions you've got for me. Layla's smiling at me. She's speechless. It's not manipulation, it's love.
Well, my main questions is around 60-second pitch, how we pitch this at like a networking type scenario, because yeah, just that.
Okay, so your question to me is, how would you pitch this around a networking scenario?
Yeah, on like your 60 seconds.
Right, so you're talking your elevator pitch if you was on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Kevin?
Well, I do a lot of these. I've changed it a few times, but the current one I do, roughly speaking, if I'm in a Zoom room with a number of people, what I say to them is that we're all in rough times at the moment, all stuck indoors, but I'm the one that's going to bring you a bit of excitement, something to look forward to. How would you like to have a free trip somewhere from one of 36 countries this year? Oh, and the same again next year, and the same again next year, and the same again the year after. Yeah, and then I just waffle a bit after that.
Yeah. So do you not mention that we've got other perks? Do you just mention it around the holidays? You don't mention that you get the discounts anywhere else?
Just mention the free trips, and then I say we can then show you how to get 2 more free trips a year, and many other benefits besides. You can't elaborate everything in the short time you've got.
No, I know.
My aim today is to get you to link with me on LinkedIn, and we'll have a one-to-one from there. Something like that. My issue is that I know at some of the networking I'm going to go to, there are going to be travel agents, and obviously because the category specific, aren't they? Some of them. So I don't know if it's going to cause issues with us being in the same.
Mandy, we had this conversation on the last Zoom call.
Yeah.
Can you remember when I went to an event, there was a travel agent there?
Yeah.
But this is what you say. I am not a travel agent. I do not take bookings. I promote a lifestyle club.
Yeah.
That's your answer. And within our lifestyle club, we have travel, as well as trading skills. We are not a travel agent. We are a lifestyle club.
Yeah, that's more what I thought. Yeah.
It's very difficult, and I understand how you feel, because you don't want to walk into a room and upset anyone, and you want to get your stand when you can. But I want you to remember this. We're in our houses at the moment. We can't go and do those stands, so that's not important to you. Your list is important to you right now. Your list.
Yeah.
You remove that obstacle because it's stopping you moving forward.
Well, it's not because I'm thinking I'm going to go through my list, but as well as go to some networking events. But I need to know what to say if I'm at a networking event, or not. Obviously a physical one. It'll be a Zoom one at the moment, but you still need to know what you've got to say.
Those network calls, and even if in the real world and the world, your prime objective is to just get the connection and the one-to-one afterwards. You're not going to get it on that first contact.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Those are the ones. Use that to add to your list for the ones that you've taken off your list from having spoken to.
Yeah, definitely.
But what I would do, and this is one of the key things that I've learned of late to get more done. If I worry or think about something that's in 6 months' time, and I can't actually do anything about that right now, there's no point me worrying about that. I need to work in the now, not in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even think about that at the moment if I was you, because we can't do that. However, if you're talking Zoom calls, the Zoom calls are not what Kevin's going on, which is what I want you to link up with.
Yeah, well, that's
with the Zoom calls, they don't vet who's in which business and how many people are the same. And the reason why I say that to you, Kevin and I go on the same Zoom calls, and we're from the same company. So
some of them do. Yeah, some of them do, Sam. Some of the ones I've been to previously are category exclusive. This is why I'll go into them for the moment.
They were.
I've seen both ends of the spectrum I've been with BNI, got burnt a bit in that. That was painful. You initially got £1,000 a year for a room of 35 people and actually network. Compared with the one that Sam's talking about, which I do all week long. I do others as well, but the main one, there's 60,000 connections in the network, and there's numerous photographers, there's numerous VAs, there's loads of utility warehouse people. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do BNI anyway. I was a member of that previously, and like you say, it was painful.
Yeah.
So you've got experience, which is fantastic. But the experience that you've got is painful experience. Kevin will show you one that's so enjoyable, and you are perfectly geared for it. I keep saying this to you last couple of weeks. This is where you will move to. This is where you'll build your business because it's your forte. It's not like BMI, so you're not going to have the situations that you've got. And you know what, darling? If you do, go and find another Zoom call to get on. If they're going to be problematic, do you want to give them your energy?
No.
Exactly.
There's a lot of different ones out there. I mean, I'll do one on the Thursday that's speed networking as well. A different network.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first time you do that, it fries your brain. You literally get 12 one-to-ones in an hour.
I've done them. I've physically done them at actual live events, speed networking. It's a killer.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, but you get more joy from them when you meet the same person second and third time.
Yeah.
But again, it's the first thing I say when I go into a Zoom network breakout room with the other person is to make sure that they're on LinkedIn. Make sure they know I want to connect on LinkedIn.
Yeah, if I can interrupt, LinkedIn actually, it's really good when you're approaching the people that I get really good, nice response regarding what I want really to join up my holiday club. But if I do it on the Facebook, I've got completely opposite. They offering me their own products, their own beauty, whatever. So I'm completely booming. Like it's very difficult to bring it back to them because they think they got the best, right? On the Facebook. On LinkedIn, I don't have this issue. On Instagram, they kind of, because I've got lots of fashion people, so we kind of chat.
We've got to remember, Christine, that it's your sole aim is to get them on a Zoom call one-to-one with a slide deck, and somebody else will know with you.
From the LinkedIn to bring them to Facebook?
No, just whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn, your sole intention is to get them on a Zoom call with Sam or myself or someone like that.
I can send them the, because I'm actually on the Messenger. So I would need to join them to the, Messenger. I don't really have their contacts on Facebook, just LinkedIn.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's all right. You can get them onto a Zoom call. That's not Facebook or LinkedIn dependent, is it?
Just the ID. That's it.
Kevin, would you do me a favour? Could you go through some of your LinkedIn conversations where you've managed to get them from conversation, not knowing them, right the way through to one-to-one? Have you got lists of people who have come on and you've done one?
I don't, to be honest, that's a difficult thing to do, Sam, because I get with a lot of them. I'm in the networking room with them, and they actually in the personal chat while I'm in that Zoom, or you get a breakout room. I'm saying let's connect on LinkedIn with a view to having a one-to-one and learning more about each other, and that's it.
Okay.
So it's just about let's carry on the conversation.
I think
straight into the one-to-one.
I know Amanda wants to get on these calls. Am I right, Amanda? So I think what would make sense. Has Brock got any recorded calls that she could just watch and see what's gone on?
A lot of them are recorded. They're all on yourpartnerships.co.uk, I think it is.
Would that help you, Amanda, just to watch one, see how it flows?
Let's pop it in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you did, Sam, because obviously you poached me, didn't you? So I know kind of the way that you approached it.
I'm soft when I network, and I know that sounds mad coming from me, but I'm really soft.
Have a look at that one, Amanda, and see if that's the right one. If it's not, get back to me. Because they do record a lot of them. The USA ones are for definite they record. The big one on a Mondays they record.
Right. Have you sent me?
But some of the smaller ones they might not.
Send me out on chat.
Yeah, I've stuck it in the chat. Try that.
I don't know how you access it on there. Hang on.
Right. Have you got any other questions, Amanda?
No, it was just that really. And I mean, if you have to put down as a category for networking, which sometimes you do have to, do we just come under like a discount club, like a lifestyle club or something?
Exactly, because we've got more than one product, because we've got a skill learning education side, and then we've got the travel side. So that's why I call them lifestyle packages, because it's what sort of lifestyle do you want? Do you want to go traveling? Do you want to learn a skill?
Mm.
It's just easier to put it in that format, and then it takes away all the, oh, well, you just travel, you just FX. No, actually, we're lifestyle packages. It means you can get your face in the door.
Yeah, because we've got multiple things. We've got things that'll appeal to different people as well.
Yeah, so that's how I do it. I mean, when you and I were first talking, when you came on looking to come on, I didn't even tell you what I'd got, did I?
No, you just said to me it was like a lifestyle package, and I was like, what the hell does that mean?
But yeah, but I do it deliberately. Less is more. Say less and get more.
Yeah.
Have you got a list of objections, Christina, that you've written down?
Objection? No, I didn't.
Right. What do you struggle with communication in respect to prospecting?
I would say that I don't really struggle with this, but because they're always asking me, who am I? They want to know more because I'm not really doing the live videos and recording myself. I think this is great opportunity to do so, but I still struggle with this. Anyway, so what they like to know everything about my life, and I just kind of keep it a bit like, you know, I'm not single, I'm not looking for dating. Would you like to have the opportunity to learn some new skills or holidays? And blogs are, you know, okay sometimes, but they can be quite annoying. And ladies, they always like their own stuff, you know. It's really hard for me to persuade them, well, this is the lifestyle tribe, you know. I mean, this is something you can learn as well if you want, and they think they know everything, right? So this is just, I always kind of like back off instead of push myself really in. So I need to be a little bit harsher, you know what I mean, to sell it.
You don't need to be harsh, you just need to be to the point.
Yeah, but I do, but they just like to always put themselves first. This is better, would you like to buy this hand cream, £170? I said, well, we've just been talking about the traveling, right? So yeah, that's it.
See, my response would be, would you like to buy a cream at £170? My instant would be, if it's over 100 millilitres, there's no point, because I can't take it in a suitcase and I'm a traveller. That would be my response.
Oh, so you're doing travel size.
That would be my, everything that they say to you, flip it back at them. Don't go,
I was like, wow, it's too much. It's like, wow, okay.
But you can flip everything back at them. The best advice I can ever give you, when you read it, step back, look at it, then look at it again, and then go, oh, right. And just look at the fun part of it rather than the serious part of it where they're push.
Yeah.
It's just like, will that fit in my suitcase? Will I get through customs with that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, then you've got them thinking about holidays. Oh, well, will that actually get through customs? And then you're then da. So just revert it back to how you want the conversation to go. They turn around and say to me, you know, that skirt would look nice on you.
This is not,
would it look right on my flip-flops? You see what I'm saying? Would it look right on my flip-flops?
This is great. I don't have this kind of like a...
But you do. You do have this in you. It's just,
yeah, I do, but sometimes it's like, wow, they're so fast. I say, oh, wow, I'm more slower. Yeah.
This is why. Have your little notes found you?
Yes, I do.
If you've got your notes found you of where you want that conversation to go, you'll flip it in. Because you'll see, right, okay, I need to be talking to them about travel. So they were talking to me about cream. So, oh yeah, what suntan lotions do you sell?
Yeah. So, but you said you're slow there, Christina. That's good. Because you don't want to be responding your next conversation point too quickly. Let them wait for you.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that.
I really back off and wait in more than. But sometimes when they're overwhelmed with this so many information, I'm tired. I was like, okay, and just sign up.
But you don't have to answer to them at that time. If you're tired, speak to them in the morning.
Yeah, I go the next day though. I said, sorry.
Yeah.
I actually fall asleep on people talking to them.
Oh, really?
Well, Sam will know who I'm talking about when I say there's a coach out there that I've done some sessions with. Becky's used him as well. He's one of his prime methods was never. It was always set a time of day to do your responses.
Yeah.
Don't be there as if you're sat there waiting for a response and then message back quickly. Respond to all your messages like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and perhaps 6 o'clock in the evening, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do your rest of the work the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Don't make, otherwise you come across as being desperate if you're responding straight away.
That's right. I used to do that at the beginning. Didn't pay it off. This is paying off because they're getting back to me. You're right. Yeah.
I know it's paying off because I'm in a conversation with you right now and you're dropping your link to someone and they're saying they're about to sign up. So I know that this is paying off. And I know that you're grafting and I know that you will get there.
I know.
I know you will. It was just, it's about having the confidence in yourself to understand how amazing you really are. And that's all it is. Just remember this. I'm not being funny with you, but you could be sitting talking to someone who's actually sitting there having a shit whilst they're texting you. Does that make them any better than you? No, it doesn't. Most of them do. They're texting on the toilet. Think about it.
Do you get many objections about it being a scam?
I used to.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I did. I used to, and I know that Becky would say the same, that she used to as well. But now, because we can prove that we've been away on these, and I've got videos of me on site, I've got videos of my children and I on a boat trip, I can turn around and say, do you know what, I thought that, and this is how I respond with this. Yeah, if you think it was a scam, you want to see how I felt when I was on the plane with either child either side of me, and I was the first person in the UK flying out to one of these destinations. I was twitching all the way, not knowing what I was going to get. So you could, if they say to you it's a scam, my response would be, if I was you, is this: you know what, I thought that. However, I could literally put a lady into this conversation right now who can show you that she's actually been on these sites and she's got other people who trusted her words that have done the same as well.
Yeah.
So that would be my response, rather than no, it's not a scam. I'll show you, because when you're going no, it's not a scam. You then rubbing heads.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want to do. We don't want to rub heads with someone. We want to support them. So I always say, yeah, I thought that at first.
And what do you do with like anti-MLMers?
If they're anti-LM, I can't even say it. No. If they are that, I say that I'm not looking for people to build the business. I'm looking for customers.
Right.
We have a monthly discount holiday scheme package for customers, whereby our customers are able to get around about £10,000 worth of travel for £1,100 on a monthly instalment package, which will also give them savings discounts for local shopping before they go on holiday.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
So that's a lot friendlier, isn't it, than trying to get people in the business?
Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to have a slide deck for customers.
Yeah.
And I get that. That's what you're asking me, aren't you, really? I need one for customers.
Well, yeah, because that's a lot. It's a lot friendlier way to approach people, because if you're trying to like kind of, you know, we've got this discount package, yada, yada, yada. Then after that, perhaps present the business opportunity to them if there is any qualms about them being MLM, you know, scam, pyramid scheme, all of this kind of stuff, and then you've lost them straight away.
Personally, I think if you do the response that Sam's just done about wanting a customer, you don't need to mention the business until they book their first trip. If they book their first free trip, you can say to them, now, look, while you're away, don't forget to post online that you're having a great time on your free trip.
Yeah.
Then you'll get people responding to that. How'd you get a free trip? I want one. They're in the business by default.
Yeah.
That's how I've done it.
Because it's about what it can do for them, rather than, do you want a business and we've got uplines and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah.
The thing about it is that where you've been in IntelliTravel and you were selling packages, you know the cost of a holiday already. So the average cost for 3 people to go away is around about £1,600. Well, when I went away to Tenerife, it cost me £45.42, and that was peak season during the summer holiday. I wrapped my flights around it, and my flights were around about £900. So if you look at, that's for 1 week. But what we're offering on a titanium package is around about £700 for the year for the membership. But what you get with that is you get your 2 weeks plus your free incentive trip and also your savings discount portal to buy all your suitcases, your clothes, everything you need to go on your holiday, the discounts for your car rental, all of that. So if you look at it realistically, instead of you paying £1,600 for a week, we're going to give you for £1,600 once you put your flights in, you can go away for 2 weeks. And that's what we offer. Because let's be frank about it. If you're, what you have to do first of all, you have to gauge what sort of holiday person that they are. Are they the type of person that wants to go to Mexico, or are they the type of person that wants to go to Spain? That's the first thing that you need to gauge. Once you've gauged that information from them, then you can then lead the conversation with, if it's someone that wants to go to Spain, then you're looking at, right, okay, we're talking £1,600 for a family of 3. Do you want 1 week, or because you lost one last year, do you need two weeks to make up for it? I need 2 weeks. Well, I can show you a system whereby you can have 2 weeks for the price of 1. And you don't even have to choose where you're going right now. So you can beat the coronavirus quarantines. You can pick the week before you go. And the discount's already there for you. This is how I sell it. This is how I sell this product. I face the coronavirus. I face it all head on. I have to. Look at my wall. I mean, come on. I've been so outspoken about all of that. I have to face this. And I have to face it. What makes you nervous about booking travel? Is it because you're worried you're going to lose your money? The first thing that they are nervous of. So deal with that objection, remove it out the way. Your job is to remove the obstacles and to get them to buy. You are salespeople whether you like it or not. So you have to remove the obstacles, get them knowing that they've got your full support, they're safe in the product that you're offering to them, and they're in control of it. They will buy. I can see ladies go.
I'm thinking of marketing tactics, you know, like in my mind, the visuals, the copy.
We do need to get more visual, and I
can help with that.
Becky,
I've got half the Adobe Suite.
Well, I think what we could do with, if I'm honest, is a few pictures of us with backdrops of the places that we've got in the back office. Are you any good at grabbing pictures of people and actually putting it on a backdrop?
That's easy enough to do.
Cool.
In Photoshop. That would be a Photoshop job. Yeah.
If you show me how to do it as well, because I've got someone I've been messed about with it. If you show me what you're doing, I'm pretty techie and I can pick it up really quick.
It's about just cut someone out and then put it on a backdrop. Because you can't just put, like, say, a photo of you with that backdrop and then post it on, because you've got to take that backdrop out first and then post it.
You take it or put it on white and then move it across, haven't you?
Yeah.
So if we was to go and get locations from the back office and start, I could be here in 6 months' time. I could be here in 9 months' time. I've already got my discount. I just haven't chose where I'm going. We could promote ourselves like that. Because I think that's a huge USP. Timeshare is coming into its element right now. Timeshare is the safest way to book travel. Because you can flip where you're going and you can choose the week before and you've already got your discounts. We have got the timeshare contract without the customer having to have the contract. What we've got is huge. It is just the way you present it. And don't try and sell it to them. Seriously, don't try and sell it to them. Support them. Show them that you understand. Yes, you agree that there is a problem, but this is the solution. And that's how you network it. And you start your conversation with, Hi, how are you? How you been feeling through all this?
Mm.
Are you lucky enough to be at home working, or are you on furlough? Ask them. You want to ask them if they're working, if they're on furlough, because you want to find out first of all if they've got any of that. That's the first thing you need to remove out of the way. That's one of your first obstacles. You need to see whether or not if they've got money. You need to see where they are mentally.
Yeah, I had in my other business, I had a prospect called a Zoom call today, and like she's really depressed and got no money, but she signed up anyway. And I'm thinking, like, how? She said, I've got absolutely no money. I'm on the bones of my ass, but you signed up to kind of affiliate with a really high ticket product, which might cost you between 5 and 10 grand to affiliate with. I don't know what she was thinking, but I said I teach her marketing skills anyway, but it's just odd because a lot of people are very lost right now and don't know what they're doing and don't know what they want. And morale is down, isn't it?
And this is why these conversations are so important, Layla, rather than just going straight in and treating them like a number, because you are right. That is how the general public are feeling. I've just spent the day on the phone ringing up transport managers, and I can feel how they're feeling when I'm talking to them. Do you voice clip much, guys? Because I would seriously voice clip. If you want to get through to people, don't even text. Drop them a voice clip. Say their name. Hi, I've noticed we haven't spoke. I'm stuck in my house a bit lonely. How's things for you? Something as simple as that. I'm stuck in my house lonely. How's things for you? If you say that you're stuck in your house lonely, do you not think they're going to talk to you? Of course they're going to talk to you. Hi, how are you? I thought I'd drop in. We haven't spoke. I don't know about you, but I've been stuck in my house for a year with 2 kids, and I'm just about to pull my hair out. Can you put the kettle on? I mean, I know you're not going to say, can you put the kettle on? But if it's one of your good friends, you might say that. These are literally conversation starters. Don't, oh yeah, hi, I've got this product and I think you need to buy this. You send that to me and I'm going to block. I'm actually going to block you because you've got no respect for me. And if you've got no respect for me, how can I respect myself and work with you? I can't. So Layla is bang on the money. It's a conversation. It's not this is my business, have a look at it. Because you don't know what they've just dealt with 10 minutes beforehand. They could have the worst information given to them. And there you are like that. Could you imagine if 10 minutes before they've just been told they've lost their job, and there you are like that, because you haven't even taken the time to actually show them that they're a human being and you care. And that's where so many people go wrong. It's not a numbers game. It's not a numbers game. People say.
Well, I think it's a bit of a misconception in network marketing, because many companies go down a numbers game road, and then there's no support, then there's no, you don't even know the name of your upline half the time in some of these companies. And it's just about getting anybody and everybody and lying to get them in. And then it just becomes very almost sinister.
Toxic. It's toxic.
Yeah. Call it a numbers game with intelligence. In that, you've got, you won't get anywhere if you're not talking to anybody. So it's a numbers game in that respect. Yeah, but talk to them intelligently and conversationally.
Yeah.
But it's not a numbers game of 100 people and send the same message out to every single one of them. It's not that sort of numbers game. It's a numbers game where you can actually work out how many people you can speak to a day and that you can follow up with. And that you can actually do it, the follow up, not just the spam.
Yeah.
We're in England, no one likes spam. This is what poor people ate. They ate spam fritters. No one likes spam.
I get about 20 messages a day from people wanting me to look at their presentation, and are doing something really exciting right now, just about to launch, or, you know, and it's all kind of like mysterious. And it's just like, I get 20 a day, and some of them sound so similar. I know that they're from the same company, and you haven't even spoken to each other, you know. And then I say, no, thank you. And then the next day I get the same message from the same person. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, it just looks really bad. And it's really annoying.
And that's why it's so important to write your list down. Personally, if I was you, I would scrub text messaging anyone. I'd start voice clipping them.
Yeah, voice
Voice
I
clip
do as
them.
well. Yeah, voice
Voice clip them. Let them hear you.
Yeah.
Can you voice clip on LinkedIn?
I don't know. Can you, Kevin?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if you can or not.
I never done it.
Facebook and Insta, definitely. I don't know about LinkedIn.
Yeah, but if I'm coming off Facebook, I'm thinking I might pick out 5 or 10 a day from my LinkedIn and just message them, see how they go, and then once they go on, scrub them off, and then pick another 1 or 2 in.
You
to drop
can
off.
voice in.
Can you?
Can you?
Yeah, there's a little microphone button next to the where you do the texting.
Ah, right.
So
That's
if I
handy.
was you,
Oh, there is.
I would go straight to voice clipping on LinkedIn.
Hello.
Yeah, if you can.
And it doesn't send straight away. You have to send the send button, press the send button, which is helpful.
That's good, because if you make a mistake, you don't have to send it, which is perfect. Think about this. If you're working on LinkedIn, they're used to people sending them messages. If you send voice messages, you will stand out and you will excel. So this is phenomenal for us to be able to collectively come to this.
Also, a video clip of you talking so that they can see who you are.
Yeah.
Right,
Just get your script ready, have it playing right in front of you.
okay, shall we have that as a project then, Becky, that we all do a video like that and that we can either use on LinkedIn, Instagram or Facebook?
Ooh. But with the background where you have Becky, the background you have is amazing.
Wouldn't do it for any longer than 60 seconds, though. That's people's attention span is pretty short.
Okay.
So is that, are you talking like what would be a live on Facebook then and the equivalent on LinkedIn?
No. Hi, my name's Samantha. I thought I'd introduce myself. I'm a mum. I've been working from home for the last 6 years online. I teach people how to make money online. I have 2 products. Would you be interested in having a conversation with me? It's as simple as that. It really is it not, Layla?
It is. Yeah. It's got to kind of end in a hook, though. Like, look at the life you can have. It's a, you know, like, look, you can travel for free to this many places in a year. You know, would you like to live like this kind of thing, I think. But you can also kind of clip the video together and kind of, you know, you could even do a slideshow with photos of you on holiday, you know, and then kind of show that, or even like filming it while walking in the park or something, because we can't go away at the moment.
I've tried that. I've tried to do a live the other day at the end of my run, and I've done it all, got right to the end, and found I didn't have a signal to record it. There was nothing there.
But sorry to interrupt, but then I've got another question. If I'm gonna do this, would you like to join my business and stuff like that? I always get when I actually offer this, they always ask me how much you make in a month.
It doesn't matter what you're making a month, because what you can turn around and say to them is that I joined this as a customer and I've now decided that I'm going to build this as a business, and that's your answer. That is your answer. Confidence, Christina, in the product. I'm that confident in the product that I've now decided not to be a customer. I'm going to build this as a business.
Yeah.
There's an answer to all of it.
But when they go
Really
through this again, so how much? It's like, wow.
But then my answer to B would be, well, I don't know how much it's going to be because I don't know what you need. Why don't we get on a call, find out what you need, and then find out what the price is going to
Well,
be?
exactly, yeah, because there's loads of different levels you can join at, right? So
So I can just move her to summer.
Take it away every time and then push it back. That's how you win this. Take away, push back. Take away, push back.
Yeah.
Layla just seen me take away, push back, didn't you?
Okay.
We have got, honestly, the best product in the travel industry. Nothing competes with this. Not even looking at the compensation plan, nothing competes with this. With what is going on in the world right now. People want to go away, but they don't want to book. They don't want the hassle of the cancellation. That's what they don't want. We have got the solution to that problem. And that's what we need to convey. That's what we need to get across in our videos. Why don't we be blunt with them and say, how many holidays did you get cancelled? Did you have cancelled last year? Has it stopped you wanting to book one this year? If I could show you the solution to that problem, would you be interested in having a talk with me today?
That is a good sales pitch.
Yeah.
You've just presented a problem that you've presented the pain point, you presented the solution, but you've left enough mystery for them to want to know more.
And I did that with your help, Lola, because you just helped me do that when we had that conversation a minute ago, because I changed what I said because of your guidance. Thank you. It's teamwork. Pure teamwork.
Made the dream work.
Yeah, we can do anything.
And then on the, so that could be the kind of like video, but then on the copy, you'd have to have some copy to accompany the video. And then I suppose you could kind of go a little bit more in explanation of like the pain points and stuff.
Yeah.
Just a bit fancy, you know, kind of friendly language.
We don't need to be going in saying that we've got 70% off, we've got this off. That's not where we want to be moving. We need to look at, like what Layla's saying, the pain point. And the pain point is the cancellations. That is the pain point right now. That's what's stopping people from booking. So why don't we just face it? Face what their fear is. Then what is their fear?
Set the recording on the messenger. I do it in the morning. I draft everything what you just said. Wow.
I'll have this up straight away for you anyway.
Yeah, in the morning I'm fresh, so I can like. Wow.
I knew you was going to pop some diamond questions out to us.
Well,
There'll be another couple before we get off. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Becky, what are your bugbears that are stopping you from moving forward?
I don't know.
Don't have one, do you?
No, not at the moment.
I love Becky's story because I have so much respect for her. Imagine you've spent years training, you've got a massive client base, and then you're told you cannot work, and you're self-employed. What do? Do you crumble or do you rise? Well, Becky rose, and that's why we've got Layla. And look at the conversation by having Layla here with us. It's helped me, help you. She refused to quit. I have so much respect for Rebecca. I really do. Becky, I've got one called Rebecca, one called Becky. Kevin says, Sam, you always get me confused. I get myself confused, as you say. But I have so much respect for Becky because she could have thrown the towel in and she refused to do so.
She can do it.
Yeah. That's why I asked if she had anything, because I knew she was going to say nothing, because I know the sort of call we're going to have very shortly. And this is why, you know, just be confident in what you're doing. You haven't got to rush around like a headless chicken, not in the slightest. Far from it. I think this call has given us some very good insights on how to move forward. When we first started the business, I actually did it off videos. Can you remember, Kevin, how we started it?
Yeah.
We didn't do text messages to anybody. We actually did a personal video, and we sent that personal video out to people, and we had
I remember you doing the.
huge.
I remember you doing it live.
Video is,
I remember you getting live.
Videos and lives are the most powerful at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a hurdle to get over when you first start doing them, and it's more of a confidence thing, and like wanting to make it look good, and you know, and you don't want to look silly and stuff. But actually, do you know what really works? Is if you actually intentionally have a little accident right at the beginning. Like, I don't know, you're walking along a pool and you fall in or something, or you trip over your own foot. You know, people love that, but just make it look like it's real, you know?
Yeah.
Or like a you've been framed moment.
Yeah. It's just that that initial hook, then they're hooked, and then you can have your little 60-second pitch.
It's natural, hasn't it, for them to want to engage with you, for you to be relatable to them. I don't use scripts when I do live, so I haven't got a clue what I'm going to say. It just falls out. Even when I get on like the presentation corporate calls and they ask me to speak, I don't write it down. I just go for it. I can't write it down because it comes up. It just don't come out.
You'd be having a period like this for your script as well, do you? Looking to the side of.
Yeah, you best off just practicing.
Who's up for doing a video then? And then we get the videos out to our contacts. Because the beautiful thing about that, you only need one video and you can send it out to all your contacts, can't you?
Yeah, I'll certainly be doing it, but I might take a bit longer than the rest of you to pick up how to do it, so bear with me.
Quite simple, Kevin.
Like he knows.
See that thing there, right there?
I do it all on the laptop, I don't do it on the phone. I can do a Facebook Live.
Right.
I'll do a Facebook Live.
On laptop.
Kevin, look, this is how you do it, all right? So you've got the camera bit there, right? You've got a video bit there. You make sure that it's not a black screen. You can see your mush, right? I'm just teaching Kevin the fossil how to do videos.
Well, I know how to do it live when there's a signal, but I'm thinking like learning to do it on LinkedIn as well now, because we mentioned that tonight.
You won't be doing it live though, will you? You're going to be doing it so it's recorded, so therefore you can see contact.
Right.
Yeah. It could be edited. You can shove it over to me. I could edit it, cut it down. If you stumble or something, then you don't, and you don't like it, you don't have to redo the whole thing.
I think we've got a plan of action together then. What would you say, guys? Have we got a plan of action?
Yeah.
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 I was going to think still 60-second elevator pitch.
Yeah, I'll do a video if
Sounds
I can
natural.
pre-record it, but not a live one.
What I'd like us to do as well is that once we've got our videos and we've got them so that we are happy to share them as well, we share them with the team in the group and we show them what we're doing. There's no point people being told what to do. The best way anyone's going to get involved is by seeing what we're up to and thinking, I want a bit of that. It's the only way we grow. So, Layla, have you got questions that you want to ask? Because I know your list hasn't been touched yet.
No, I mean, I think that there's in my mind kind of obstacles to get over in terms of, you know, when we're allowed to travel again. That's going to be a natural kind of you know, repellent for people right now. Yeah. So it's, you know, how do you present, say, the business or as the customer when we don't know when they can travel again? I know that you've got 24 months or something to take your holidays, but how can that be more attractive to them where they're like, oh yeah, I've got nothing to worry about?
You used to put your money on layaway for your holiday, broke.
Yeah.
I explain it like this. Right, so we're in January right now. Obviously Christmas is coming in 11 months time. Some people use a company called Park so that therefore that they can save their money for Christmas. And they're saving for something that's going to happen in 11 months time. So they put a bit away each time so that when it comes to Christmas, they've got all their Christmas money. And they're not in a position whereby they've got nothing and they can still have that Christmas that they want. We're no different. Christmas isn't tomorrow. Christmas is in 11 months time. You don't know in 11 months time whether or not you're going to have that holiday or not, but you do know you want that holiday. So what we can do is we can put you in a position whereby when you're ready to take that holiday, you've already paid for the accommodation and our company's paid for it up front for you as well. So when you're ready, you know, you can just go the week before and grab it, put the flights around it and off you go.
Yeah.
That's what we offer to you. It's no different than if you was to have, you know, park savings and you're saving for Christmas. It's just the difference is that this is a holiday and we're not used to this because the travel agents want us to give them all our money on a place where we may not go. But this puts you in control.
Okay. We've also got the English holidays, haven't we? If they say, well, we might not be allowed to travel abroad, well, we've got holidays in this country. You know, if you can't get abroad to Spain, you can still go to Cornwall or somewhere and at least have a break this year until we can go abroad again.
So the nearest time would be Easter, right?
If
Where
you-
potentially we're allowed out a little bit.
If we're going by what they're saying with the schools, if they're looking at it to give us little breaks that they can do what they do, I mean, I'd ideally love to know what week Matt Hancock's booked to go to Cornwall, because we all know that's going to be safe, don't we?
It's beautiful.
Well, it is though, isn't it? When the politicians have got their holidays, that's when they're going to open it up so they can go on their holidays. I hate to be so blunt about it, but that is it. That's what's going on. When they want to go away and they've got it booked, the areas all open up, so they're not breaking the COVID rules.
Even though they've all broken them.
Yeah. And with me personally, I actually gauge it and turn around and say, look, I lost 6 holidays last year, and the reason why I lost 6 holidays last year is because I am bound to, when the kids were able to go in and out of school. When the kids were in school, should I say, I've been restricted to, I could only go these weeks. And those weeks I was restricted to because of my children's father getting funny with me with school fines, because I had 2 kids in school. This year I don't. I've only got 1 child in school, so I've only got 1 lot of fines to mess about with, which means I can get up and go. I can get up and go any time I want. As soon as they remove the quarantine and I can get through, then I can go. But last year I had a child that was having school exams. I couldn't move so freely. My life stopped me moving, not the lifestyle club. Be honest. Just tell them what you've been through. Yeah, they'll want to speak to you more because you're talking from the heart, and they'll feel it. Take the sales patter out of it and just talk to people as human beings, but have your notes of where you want the conversation to go. But I do think the videos, I think if we did the video, I think we'd get a massive impact.
Especially if you did it as a paid ad. Because that stuff goes down really well on Insta. If you did like an Insta ad to type form or something, and then you could kind of ask them a few questions about what they're actually looking for, so you can kind of wheedle out like the pointless conversations.
I like working off paid ads. You guys have seen me bring people in off paid ads before. I have done. I've brought people into the team that way. It's no different than going on your Facebook. So let's be honest about it. I don't know the people on my Facebook. I bet no one does.
No.
So it's no different. It's just.
What about TikTok?
I don't really work on TikTok, if you want truth. I need to.
TikTok's actually quite powerful, but right now, from what I'm hearing, TikTok's has gone very anti-MLM. And yeah, but that might change. They just went on a bit of a rampage, like just before Christmas about it, and started blocking everyone that were kind of selling these businesses and stuff. But there are still lots of network marketers on there doing quite well. So I think it's a case, a bit like Facebook, you just got to kind of cheat the algorithm and certain keywords that you don't use, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think also you need to find the platform that works for you. That's the most important thing, not to feel that you've got to go on a platform because everyone else is using it. You've got to what you're comfortable with.
I always use LinkedIn in my life.
I don't really. I've got absolutely hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of contacts on LinkedIn, and I don't use LinkedIn like for anything really.
I don't use it enough.
Kevin, you're going to need to do a presentation on LinkedIn for us.
Well, most of my people on there are finance people and data protection and all of this stuff. But that's not to say that they won't be interested in at least being a customer of a travel club, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then this
I need to,
This is good
yeah.
answer. Yeah.
I need to capitalize on my contacts on there.
Me too.
So, what are we going to do then, guys, from this call? What way are we going to take this?
Voice clips and videos first, and then looking at our LinkedIn contacts.
I think that's what we should do. Should we give ourselves a time scale to get these videos done by?
Yeah.
What are you saying then? I'll let you take the floor, Mandy, as you said, yeah?
I'm the thought of doing a video fills me with dread. In all honesty, I absolutely dread it.
Good.
But I think we need to.
No comfort zone. No comfort zone.
No, worst
If you're uncomfortable, you're doing something right? That's the general consensus on that.
Yeah.
We're on Tuesday, and I always say 3. I always do, everything comes in 3. So 3 from now, Friday. So shall we say that by Friday, 5 o'clock, that we've all got our video done? Doesn't have to be clipped and ready, but we've got our video done, so we know we're going.
So we've got the first draft, right?
Yeah. Share them to the group chat, and then we can give each other feedback and say what we think, whether they're any good or not.
Why not? Why not? It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what anyone's opinion is. We're going to do this anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know this works because that's how I built my business in 7 weeks. It was ridiculous. That's how I done it.
On Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Becky with her cravat. Bless her. Have you got anything you want to ask, Rebecca? Miss Brown?
No, I'm all right.
Okay. Has this been useful?
Yes, very. I've taken lots of.
I need to ask Kevin, Rebecca, Mandy, and Christina to leave the call. I'm going to put the stop recording, and I need to work with Becky and Lena for a bit.
Don't worry.
Can I just
like-
throw one quote into the system before we leave? Just the little thought. The quote that someone came up with on one of our Zoom meetings the other day. It said, rather than think outside the box, why not just throw the box away?
Exactly. Perfectly said.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, perfectly said. Right, I'm going to love you guys. I will speak to you
Right,
shortly. I'm
yeah,
just going to take the stop record off.